guest that is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube WyzGyz. How you doing, Conrad? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. I just figured I'd throw together a quick little stream. I'm starting to build up quite a collection, and I am falling behind on doing streams. So I'm just gonna try and cram in a quickie. By golly, let me get this again. I'll just do it from here. Yeah. This I'm planning on being under 30 minutes because I basically want to show off a bunch of stuff that I picked up from the local comic shop and then move on. The reason I'm in a hurry is because I want to get it over with because I've been sitting on it for too long. And number two, for those of you who may be familiar, Lola Meets, fellow comic skater, has launched her own channel, and she's supposed to have a stream tonight, as I recall. So I'm going to try and make it for that, show her some support. So let's jump right into this, shall we? There's actually, oh my gosh. So how do we do this? All right, so I got a bunch of books from one local comic shop, and of all things, the other place where I picked up some items is a place called Half Price Books. Not sure if you're at all familiar with Half Price Books, but supposedly whenever they're able to, I guess a majority of the stuff they sell is priced at 50% off. But things that they know will sell well and that they can put a higher asking price for, things that they know will be collectible, they're actually pricing it so it ends up not being half price technically. And the funny thing about half price books is not only do they carry books, but they also carry old game systems, they carry DVDs, they carry VHSs, LP albums, so lots more stuff beyond just books. All right, so let's go through these books, show you all these goodies I got. I'm not going to take them out of the bags. I'm just going to show the covers. So let's see how we're going to do this. All right, so we do have enough light. Excuse me. So this should work. Should do the job. Aphrodite 5. I know nothing about it. It looks like an Android kind of thing. Something along the lines of maybe a RoboCop. So there's that. Then we got this other cool book, but I don't even know what it's called. It's got a cool looking cover with wolves or werewolves. I guess this is the exception. Let's see if I can find out what this thing is called. And, with it being, it's from Image Comics. Isola? Being, stuff from the long box is, those are the comics that you're not expected to open up and look through. That's what the ones on the shelves are for, the regular racks that are not in bags and boards. Yeah, so... yeah, this is nice art style. It reminds me of anime. There's some books that I used to collect that had this kind of style. So I guess it's called Isola. It's by Brendan Fletcher, Carl Kerschel, and Mesisic. Issue number 2. So it's published by Image. I don't know how far it went. These draw my attention from the covers. Half the time I don't even recognize the property. So this one's another Image Comics. Skyward. Henderson, Garbett, Fabella, and Boland worked on that. And we got something called God Complex, subtitled Dogma. And Jenkins, Lai, and Prezetya. This one's issue number 1. There we go. That's a pretty good angle. And if anyone's watching, even on replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel. So Image Comics published some G.I. Joe. I thought this was a freaking cool image of Destro. And as you can see, mirrored on his forehead are Scarlet and Snake Eyes. That's issue number 2, but I don't know how many times they revamped it. This one's called Angels. I thought it was pretty trippy. I love this kind of armor style. Again, this is like manga style. It says Rising from War of the Witchblades by Ron Mars and it looks like Saint Japan Sejic. I don't know. All right, cool. I just got a notification on my desktop computer that I'm live. Hit Girl. I like Kick-Ass. I enjoyed the movies a lot, but I never read the comics, so here's a chance. This one is called Darker Image. I don't know if it's pronounced Sam Keith or Kieth. Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld. And as you can see, and one of the reasons I picked this up is because it has the Max. I enjoyed that cartoon when it was out. This is one of those covers, for obvious reasons. I really dig. This is from Top Cow. Witchblade. Looking nice. Looking nice. So I started picking up some of these because I dig Stargate. This one is based off Stargate Sgu. Not my favorite part of the saga or collection of Stargate Universe. My favorite by far is SG1, Stargate SG1. But I figured, well, excuse me, probably won't grow to much value when all is said and done. But you got Stargate Universe again. This one's issue 1, but it's a variant cover, I guess. So sometimes what appeals to me is, the hand-drawn comics, comic covers, and sometimes I'm drawn to the live-action images or the ones that look like cosplay versions of the characters. This one is issue number 1 of Stargate Atlantis and SGU. Hello, Jessica McIntyre Helling. How do you do? I don't remember what that emoticon is or does. Is that like a super smiley face? Yeah, so Stargate Atlantis and SGU. I guess it's a crossover or something. Then we got this one of Barbarella. It reminds me of the style of heavy metal. Yeah. As you can see, Barbarella is riding a flying brain, and a tribe where people are throwing spears trying to take her down. Jessica is fine. Too much to say. Cool name, though. McIntyre Helling. McIntyre sounds Scottish, and Helling sounds... I can't place it. That's not Scandinavian, is it? So, Secret Weapon. I have no clue what this is about, but it's by Eric Heiserer, Raoul Allen, and Patricia Martin. This is from Valiant Comics. So she looked pretty badass. She kind of reminded me of a cross between Psylocke and X-23 and Witchblade and the gal named Kerrigan from the Stargate video game. This one I thought was kind of fun. The Green Hornet and the Spirit. I think I actually have a few comics here. This is issue number 2. Yeah. I do have Green Hornet and Spirit issue number 1. Green Hornet meets the Spirit. All right, so this is like a variant. So this is cover A. This is cover A of issue number 1. Well, this is cover B of issue number 1. Welcome, El Gargoyle. How's it going? Thanks for the eggplant. Thank you so much for your support. Oh yeah, and here's this was kind of cute. This design. The design is so simple, but it kind of, at least to me, evokes the feel of the Beatles albums and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That kind of style. Oh, or Monty Python. Yeah. So this is actually issue number 1. Well, is it? Hold on. The Green Hornet meets the Spirit. I don't even see an issue number on it, so I don't know. Oh, well, unless you count that gigantic number 1 as the issue number. So that might be issue number 1. It doesn't say anything about cover A, cover B, or what have you. And speaking of covers that have like a painterly feel, I love comic book covers that, you know, look like realistic paintings. So although I wasn't like a huge fan of the TV series Charmed with Alyssa Milano and the other gals, I like the cover. A new era begins, 1,000 deaths. Erica Schultz and Maria Sanopo. Then we've got this one This was by Liefeld. Image Comics #1. Yeah. I think it says Vogue. I think it says Vogue. Look at that teeny tiny waist. Speaking about teeny tiny waist, do you think any of you out there, does this make you think of Lola or Lola Meets? Because she seems to have a tiny waist if the photos she uses are any indication. Yeah, so I think that says Vogue. First issue. So it looked kind of interesting, so I grabbed it. This is supposed to be an issue of Gen 13. So probably these are all like re-releases. Yeah, this is a direct sales, wildstorm.com. Cover was kind of cool, so it's got Gen 13 and Monkey Man and O'Brien. So I guess it's like a team up. Next up is something called Down, published by Image Comics or distributed by Image, published by Top Cow, from Warren Ellis and Tony Harris. This is a direct sales issue. If I remember, whenever there's a barcode that says direct sales, it means that it's like a cheapo knockoff or something, or it means that there's no like limited run, so it's not going to be worth all that much, just for the general public and for, reading comic book floppies without any concern about, getting it messed up or dirty. But this is called Down. Yeah, if anyone has a better explanation as to the meaning behind direct sales with that barcode, feel free to drop it in the chat, because I don't remember. I think in short, it just means that it doesn't have much value because so many copies are printed. Next one is by Image Comics. Aaron Weisenfeld, Richard Bennett, Monica Bennett, Deathblow, and Wolverine. Deathblow and Wolverine. Now, all right. Now, these books that I've been sharing are from my local comic shop. This is the last of that set. This one's called Violent Messiahs, Lamenting Pain. Image Comics issue 1 of 4. What does this say here? Signature is, the artist is Michael Turner something or other. What is that? Michael Turner Peters? Or Pello or Perez? It looks like Pilos. Michael Turner. I don't know if that's all for one person's name or like the signatures of the artist and maybe the penciler and the colorist right next to each other. Yeah. Violent Messiahs. So it looked pretty cool. Now, well, since we're talking about the LCS, the local comic shop, here's something else that I really dug that I picked up from the LCS. I'll probably wear this to work next. Let me back up. Yes, another Star Wars t-shirt. And it reads, of course, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And you got the main characters in the, 3 3/4 size action figures? 3 3/4 inch action figures. So cool. I dig it. Boink. Yeah. So that's for the LCS. Now, we're moving on to half price books. I just picked up a few things from there. Not a whole lot. Ooh. What was this? Oh. Alright, so that. Alright, so that thing I'm laughing at is something I'm getting someone as a gift. Alright, so this is supposed to be issue number 1 from DC Comics. Justice League of America. So I'm not intentionally supporting current DC and Marvel because so much of it sucks these days. I'm trying to support I'm picking up the older stuff, basically. So this was kind of interesting. It says Star Wars Shattered Empire, Journey to Star Wars, The Force Awakens. So it was done by Rucka Chichetto and Massa. It says Marvel issue number 1, direct edition, bonus digital edition. See inside for details. I think these guys are really well rendered, to be honest. So I guess this is sort of, I don't know if it's meant to be a refresher or a blast from the past where, I don't know what the deal is, but it says Journey to Star Wars, The Force Awakens. So it makes me wonder if they took the original characters when they were younger and put speech bubbles to them saying how great the sequel trilogy from Disney would be and how it's the greatest ever. Then we've got Star Wars Shattered Empire. Also, Journey to Star Wars The Force Awakens. I thought it was a rather cool looking cover. Let's see, Marvel. The cover's done by Terry. What? Is that Terry Dodson? And then Rachel, whoever that is. Let's see. There's an imprint of Second and Charles, Buy, Sell, Trade, Books, Games, Tech, and More. And then also BAM, Books, Toys, Tech, More. Issue number 1, variant edition from Marvel. It's direct edition with that barcode, as I mentioned. So that's this cover. Yeah, so there you go with that. 2 more books. This one looked interesting. It looks like a spy thriller kind of thing. From Higgins, Mooney, Gillaire, and Cowles. It's called The Dead Hand from Image Comics. The Dead Hand. Kind of looks along the lines of like a Black Widow movie, huh? Or a comic. That's the kind of vibes I was getting. And last but not least, this is something called May, a comic series by Gene. And then it says, huh. It's from Dark Horse Comics. There's got a 30-year anniversary logo. And it says, a beautiful, riveting work of comics art. I would recommend to anyone. And I can't make out what the other name is because of the price tag. Oh, this was one of those cases where the value of the comic has dropped. So maybe it's one of those where the cover looks great, but the interiors suck. Or maybe it's got a poor story. But it was retailing at $3.99. But the price here is $1.99. Well, maybe it's because of the half-price books gimmick. So it's half the price of cover. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if this ever gained a following. But it seemed like a reasonable price, so I got it. Hey, Lorenzo Sleestack, how's it going? Yeah, I agree. The cover looks great. Indeed. Yeah, so the first section of the stream covered all the things I got from the local comic shop. The last bit was stuff I got from Half Price Books, the bookstore. That has much more stuff than just books these days. DVD and Blu-ray movies, VHS tapes, figurines and statues and busts, comic books, obviously. Yeah, so that's all the goodies I got from those two stores. I'm going to close out the stream now because I'm about to check out Lola Meets' new YouTube channel. She's supposed to be streaming in 1 minute. So looking forward to that, especially since I'm still awake. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging in and checking out my haul. It's been fun. And you all have a great night. Take it easy now. And hail everybody in the chat. And have a great night. Maybe I'll see you on Lola's channel. Just look up Lola Meets. Lola, Lola, space, Meets, MEATZ. You take care as well. Hail chat. Like, comment, and subscribe. Mark the bell for notifications. Be sure and mark all notifications so hopefully you don't miss a single video or stream. And when you get a chance, drop some comments under the stream and let me know if any of those titles that I got look cool to you, or if you've read any of them. Thanks to everyone in chat for being so awesome and for your support. And thank you to everyone who watches this on replay. Greatly appreciate you. And y'all have a good night. See ya.
Final guest is the only person below White Holiday in the Comicsgate phone book. It's my favorite failed clone of Peter Sammetti. The YouTube sensation. WyzGyz. How you doing, Parler? Welcome to the show.